Morning. Today we're going to be planting some beans. I brought the seed tender over to get filled up today. Dad and Jared at the moment are working cows, and I'm about to get a ride from Grandma out to my drill so I can start drilling this morning. I got a baseball game. I got to leave about 3 to get ready for that baseball game and then get to that baseball game. So, yeah, a lot of fun. Yesterday we moved the cows. I tried to record some that morning, but it was a struggle. So I just went ahead and scrapped that video, and we're starting off fresh today. I'm moving back to the back of this field. As you can tell, I'm on dirt, but there's a few narrow passes throughout this field. This is just a very spread out field, you could say. It's just tons of little patches here and there, but there's quite a bit of acreage here. So it's a very sketchy crossing I gotta go across, and then I gotta go across the pretty decent sized ditch, and then I'm in the very back of this field, which I tried to get done yesterday, but I ran out of seed on the last like 3 swipes. So great, it was fun, and I was running pretty low on fuel at that time too. And we are trucking, and it's very nice because we're on flat ground. So this bad boy is getting some use, so I'm running the steering wheel. Pretty neat. Trucking along. It says I'm missing a little bit, but when I look outside, I'm not. And this one is more accurate than that one is when it comes to the size of my planter. Because it's dead on where it needs to be for that row. I got a question for all you farmers out there, or for some of you guys that just know agriculture really well. What is a good way to get rid of residue? Preferably something either we run in the fall, and something that get over tons of acres really fast, or what would you run on your corn head to maybe get rid of residue or to help with residue? I know chopping head sounds great and all, but it's a lot more moving parts and it's a lot more power you need, and I'm not really interested in that. But if there's any like tillage tool that you would kind of recommend, let me know in the comments, and because we're having some problems getting beans to go in the ground. So yeah, because whenever you got high yielding corn, you get a lot of stalks and a lot of the rest of the residue from the cob itself. So you can see the discavator does a good job, but it's not very big and it doesn't get over acres very fast. But I'm not going very fast. I cruise about 6 miles an hour, maybe just a tad bit over it too. And I don't plant straight down the back in my rows. I go at a kind of an angle, and we're just trying to get the best possibility of the seed coming up. And this drill has its good days and its bad days for the past few years, where it's not the most consistent thing in the world, the stand that it puts up, but it's a drill. I don't expect it to do the greatest in the world, but I love how easy it is to run. I love you can go up and over terraces nice and easily. It's a great drill, and I love running it, especially with this tractor. It makes it nice and easy. See, there's my little button for my GPS. I just gotta click it, and then I'm ready to rock and roll again. But yeah, if you got any suggestions for that, let me know. In most cases, Dad's 16-row split planter doesn't really have that many problems in corn stalks. It pretty well has enough, pretty much the planter's weight is what it it uses springs for downforce, and then those springs do pretty well. But that player's getting old. It's gonna be traded off before too long, and depending on how this drill holds up for the next few years, this thing might be going as well. But I'm really impressed with it. I really like the design and everything of this drill. I really like the new design that they came out with just, I think, about 2 years ago. They completely did a whole different design of this drill, and you can get hydraulic down pressure for each row unit, which that would be the coolest thing ever to have on this drill. I think that would help with putting the seed where it needs to go. It's just hard for, we're no-tilling it, so there's certain spots that have high residue because of good bushels or good yielding corn, and then where it doesn't yield good, there's absolutely no problems with just no-tilling it. And it also helps when the ground's a little bit soft. See, in these spots where there's not that much residue, it slices right into the ground, puts the seed in the ground. But wherever it starts getting a little thick, we might have a little bit more problems putting it in the ground. I'm running the most down pressure I can run. We're putting the bean in pretty deep. I mean, not very deep, but a little bit deeper than what I think we're putting it in with the Kinsey planter. Maybe not, but I think I'm putting it in pretty deep. And working all the dirt has its ups and its downs. It takes a lot of manpower, and in the hilly region that we are in, causes a lot of erosion. So we try not to do that very often. But we do work in our ditches, and we do go around the field, and just to make sure that the seed has the best of chances where those wet spots are, or where the ditches are, and stuff like that. That is one of the reasons why we demoed that high-speed disc, but we weren't too impressed. I think it's just an overhyped disc, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, you can go faster with it, but around here, it's not really the greatest thing in the world, and you gotta have a big tractor to pull one of them. The one that we demoed was a 22-foot, and it was tiny. Tiny thing, and it took a lot of tractor to pull that. And just, it's not really, I think it's overhyped quite a bit. It's not really that much smoother than a normal disc. I think it's a little overhyped. I mean it is faster. You can go faster with it, but to go faster with it, you need an extra few ponies to do that. And around here, we're not working the whole field at the moment, so we're filling in ditches, and that's where it's going to be rough, and that's where you got to slow down and fill in the ditch. And in most cases, or in the case of that high-speed disc, it's not very good at filling in ditches, and it doesn't smooth it out any better than a normal disc would, honestly. Now, I did not get to run the disc, but I got to plan over where the high-speed disc went, and it really wasn't that much difference. I think this is still the disculator, but yesterday I went where the high-speed disc went, and it wasn't any better than the discavator, and it wasn't smoother than the normal disc would be. The discavator is still smoother, and yeah, I'm kind of disappointed by it. Folding up, we're going across a little narrow pathway to get out of here, but I got these two little patches at the back done, so now I am going to this next little patch. Just tons of little patches everywhere. Still planning. We'll open up this field. As you can see, it's clumpy. This is where the high-speed disc worked. Just big old chunks everywhere. Not the smoothest thing in the world. I mean, it's smoother than traction, but you can see whenever it's planted, it's not the smoothest. But overall, I think it was a little wet whenever it did work this, but still not the smoothest. Just got done filling up, and I got me some gas station food from Dad. Yummy. Cruising along. Got a little patch back here. There's actually a line right there, property line, so that part is not ours. My dad is running in that field on the other side of the road over there. And our seat dinner's up on the hill. So yeah. After this, I'm probably going to be leaving for my baseball game, so. I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed a little planning video, but yeah, not that much going on. I'm about to leave for my baseball game, so yeah. Kind of wish I would have got some more video clips yesterday and then made a longer video, but I was not able to, so. I thank you guys all for watching. If you're new around here, subscribe, stick around.